Hey guys, Harriet here, bringing you a Wonder on today. We are on Crossing in the Woods. Play for you today, spawning in the north. We have Tobis as off there, and his loadout is Encirclement, Lightning War, and straight away locking in Encirclement. Axis is op.Do think RELICS as the Brits, who has Mobile Assault, Special Weapons, and Royal Artillery. With these guys rank 25 with their respective factions, so it should be a good match. And straight away you can notice Tobis going for 4 pioneers. I read on COH2.org he's been working on a new strategy. We mass pioneers with sprint, skip tier 1. Of course, you know, the sprint is, yeah, well, there's going to be a few changes. I think they're combining sprint with ambush camouflage, so don't know if the strategy has many legs past current patch, but we'll have to wait and see. See how it works as well. I'm quite curious to see how it goes. Especially on a map like this, Crossing in the Woods, quite hard to use close quarters infantry. Like pioneers. I mean, pioneers did get a buff maybe about half a year ago, maybe a bit longer. Got some favourable model drops there. Hasn't dropped a single model. Did end up losing quite badly on this side though. So he's got spreading out across the entire map though by going for pioneers. You know, they build quite quickly. You can cover a lot of ground, get a lot of map control early. You know, he doesn't have to build his tech, so his pioneer can run straight onto the map. That certainly helps with his early map control. On top of that, you know, pioneer is quite quick to build, especially compared to an MG42, which he's building now as his 5th unit. Seeing a breeding carrier for Axis is op.Do think RELICS. Breeding carrier, you know, is obviously going to be very good against pioneers, but you have to worry about a strategy like this. Surely you're going to be up against a very fast 222, so the universal carrier is probably not going to have that much time on the field uncontested. And he's going to work here. And actually ends up winning this engagement because they weren't suppressed, the Tommies were. Here comes the universal carrier, runs into this pyro squad who instantly retreats, so low on health. Going to lead a tremendous amount of manpower from that if he wants to try and fight. Now another benefit of this is, you know, because all your squads are pioneers, you don't have to worry about retreating your lone squad of pioneers. To build your tech, you can build it at a very good timing. That being said, it's a little bit late. But he's going to be able to double build it now with his pioneers, so even though it was a bit late, he's making up for it. And he's held onto his fuel the entire time. So yeah, straight away into the he can go for the 222 immediately, and he does. So yeah, the universal carrier hasn't really got his money's worth out of it. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend trying it against this kind of build. Probably would have just gone for more Tommies. Well, another squad of Tommies, and then fast tech into Royal Engineers. Because Royal Engineers you know, similar cost to Pioneers, but SMGs are more powerful, at least for the moment.
We're losing a capture point.
Here comes 222. Universal Carrier backing away. Going back in, and yeah, it's going to go down. Well, Engineers coming in now for Axis OP.
One of our universal carriers has been destroyed.
Be careful he doesn't lose those Pioneers. Pioneers sprinting in close range here. Takes care of those Tommies, and that's actually a mistake from Axis OP. I mean, why didn't that squad have medics, and why wasn't it at full health to start that engagement? He's got a tremendous amount of munitions. There's really no excuse for not having medics on all his Tommies at this stage. Now he's in a really bad situation. Whoa, this is risky going in here for the kill.
Heavy armored car ready. The enemy is trying to overrun our HQ.
Gets the kill. AC comes out. I think this would have gone down to this machine gun
Supply line's been cut.
anyway. Okay, looks like the kill went to this squad here.
Enemy infantry firing, little bastards. Flank attack by enemy. Damned enemy.
But 222 did its job. Took out the Universal Carrier, took out one squad of Tommies. And once the 222 is, once the AC is on the field, 222 does have a bit more trouble. Can't fight it, but does need the support of Shreks or a pack or Faust. Obviously, no Faust
Tommies has been trained.
available here, so it does make it a bit harder to use.
Sorry, but we're being bloody shot at. We are losing a sector.
AC just going straight in here. I'm very surprised Tobis didn't go for this pack before the squad of stormtroopers.
The enemy is attempting to. The enemy has driven a wedge in our lines.
Now the AC's rear armor is vulnerable to small arms.
Watch out! They're hitting our side.
Especially from machine gun fire. Uh-oh. Pack coming around. Sets up. It's going to get one shot off. Not going to get the kill. No, it doesn't even get the shot off. Good timing on the smoke there.
The enemy has broken our supply lines.
Be interesting to see what he gets on the stormtroopers. If it will be the STGs or the Shrek. Probably has to be the STGs. Needs a bit more firepower.
Our opponents are seizing.
Also has a lot of munitions to spare. You know, if you don't have to upgrade LMGs as there, unless you're making a conscious effort to really spend it, you do tend to float. But you're very surprised not to see an upgrade on the squad yet. And despite the AC coming forward and doing, you know, quite a chunk of damage there, Tobis has still managed to hold on to this entire right-hand side of the map. So things could be going a lot worse for him. He's using sprint again.
New machine gun crew ready and waiting.
Yeah, you can see the stormtrooper is really ineffective without a weapon upgrade. And remember, in the 1.51 patch, they get triple G43s if you get that the appropriate commander. Or would that be elite troops? Yeah. Okay, so managed to get onto the cutoff, get the neutralized there. Looks like Axis's OP is going for a similar maneuver.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
And he's sprinting in. Got 3 flamethrowers here.
The territory is out of contact.
AC now circling the pack. The problem is the AC doesn't have that much firepower on it anymore, so it's going to take a long time to clear out the pack. It's not like a T-70 flanking a pack. AC takes a lot longer to kill it. Oh, but he gets a really lucky hit there. Here we've got some stormtroopers being called in. Looks like they're running for the pack. Bit of blocking there. Where's the Vickers? No, Vickers had to reset up. Oh, and he's going to lose his squad of stormtroopers to recover the pack. Will it get away though? This Tommy's doing a lot of damage.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Yeah, he gets it to a safer position.
Tank gun.
Probably not going to be stolen. I didn't even notice. He's gone for a second Vickers.
The enemy are determined, and we are down to 300 points.
Taking fire.
Well, obviously he doesn't have to worry about a mortar, so he is quite safe going for a second Vickers in that respect. But you know, when facing off against this many units with sprint, your machine guns can often get outmaneuvered. So it's something you have to be aware of. Tobis says, keep the fuel hammering in. He's got his battle phase 2, just needs to put the tech structure down, and we're actually seeing a mortar pit going down. That is ambitious. East minefield over here. Looks like it's mainly to deal with this machine gun, if I had to guess. What's the pin there? Oh, AEC runs over all those S mines, does a lot of damage to the AEC. Doesn't have enough armor to stop them penetrating. Here comes the Shrek squad. So didn't go for the STGs.
We're losing a capture point.
Under fire from enemy bastards.
Shrek's probably going to get one more connection before having to retreat. Nope. Kind of looked like the model that was reloading it died, which interrupted the reload. So I had to reload, well, the model that got the Shrek had to reload again, which is why I didn't fire that shot. I don't even know it worked like that, honestly, but that's what appears happened in that.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
So Tobis has just about enough fuel for a Panzer IV. Still don't even have the tech for Axis OP, do think RELICS. So he is way behind in fuel. Yeah, you see, does oh, this is extremely risky.
Enemy causing trouble.
In fact, he's probably going to lose this, especially as he has to retreat across the river. Yep. Oh, and he drops the flamethrower too. That is nasty. Okay, that's where his fuel went. He's gone for both troop upgrades instead of teching. So it's obviously going to put a lot more pressure onto these pioneers. It's definitely going to be outgunned, but Tobis is going to have the earlier armor. But the AC can fight mediums somewhat, especially if it has anti-tank gun support, which he could afford. Yeah, can't afford to stay in that building. AC threatening to kill it. It looks like he was maybe even running for it with that squad. Okay, sprinting in. Shrek. Oh, both of them connected long range. That's pretty good RNG for Tobis. Misses that shot. Needs one more shot to penetrate. He pops smoke. To land is more important than penetrating, I guess. I think he's guaranteed to penetrate. AC's a little bit too fast, but now he spots the mortar pit. Putting a bit of damage on it. He's actually calling in some tank hunter sections to try and stop this push. Oh, he misses that shot by a long way as well. And he's actually in range of taking an anti-tank grenade, and he's going to. This could be trouble for the Panzer IV. Where's the anti-tank going? It's coming. It's coming. He uses the tread shot. Looks like only one shot of it landed though, because he was trying to do it at max range. Panzer IV maybe able to limp away here. He's actually backing it towards this machine gun in the trench. 6-pounder gets one shot off there. It's running away. AC has received some repairs going for the rear armor of the Panzer IV. Oh, and he gets it. If he reacted a little bit faster, didn't get the engine damage from that snare, maybe that would have been alright. But that was a devastating blow, and I think it's because the tank hunter anti-tank grenade has more range than most other ones. There's about it's not much more, but it's a little bit more. Tobis now in a tough spot. Is he going to have to go for an emergency stroke perhaps? Because I don't know if he can hang on for another 50 or so fuel. And even once he gets 50 or so fuel, I mean, he's going to be facing down some armor. But if he goes for a stroke, I mean, what's he going to do against all these sections? Flame up on the mortar pit though. That'd be a good pickup. Braced. Oh, another 20 seconds on the brace. I don't think he's going to get this. Oh, here comes the Shrek. 9 seconds. Pop smoke to try and cover it. Lost that Flamer Pioneer. Gets the pit. But loses another squad for the Troubles.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
Does go for the stroke. But as I said, this is going to be trouble because now he's up against these double LMG 5-man Tommies. And Strug can't really do much against them. Honestly, might have been just better off waiting for the Panzer IV. What's he get? You know, it doesn't. It's like about 10 fuel off building a Panzer IV. Because yeah, I just the Strug will obviously, you know, with its strong rate of fire, take care of the AC and whatever armor Axis OP builds. But you know, he's got quite a lot of manpower, so he could quite easily get a pack to support his Panzer IV. So he can beef up his anti-tank more easily than he can beef up his anti-infantry capabilities, I feel. So I feel like that's what he should have done. Should have gone for a save for the Panzer IV. So gone for the Strug. Because yeah, obviously you can't build LMG Grenadiers. Basically all you can build is Panzer Grenadiers. And they're not going to be very good on this map. Could he get this wipe? He does! Is he going to get the kill in return? Just one more shot. I think he's a bit late to chase. His attack ground misses. It's going horribly wrong here for Tobis. In fact, I think this game is over.
Damned enemies trying to take a point from us. Our supply line's broken.
Give it a bit of a speed up. Whilst the tanks receive their repairs. I mean, Tobis does have just about enough fuel. For another Strug. Build some Panzer Grenadiers, because obviously he doesn't have the munitions to upgrade his stormtroopers with STGs. What's he spending his munitions on? Did he have about 70 just before? Okay, he manages to just suppress these squads before they knocked him out. Oh, he's upgrading the machine gun on the Strug. Okay. Yeah, but this will be a bit cheaper come patch time. 30 munitions instead of 50. Strug hits feet 1. Gains access to target weak point. Pathing not going too well here for AC. Looks like it's going to go down. Tries to pop smoke to escape, but yeah, too ambitious. Couldn't squeeze between the Strug and the trees there. So got a couple caches down now for Axis OP. He's got a lot of munitions. Not sure why he needed a munitions cache. He already had most of his squads equipped with LMGs.
Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
But he could be saving now for the crocodile. Before he gets there though, he may, well, he probably does require one more squad of engineers to speed up repairs.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of our points.
Flamethrower squad here, causing a lot of headaches. Uh-oh. That's his own bundle grenade there, almost killed his own squad. Is Tobis going to go for a Panzer IV now? Looks like it. Oh my god, Centaur spinning around on the same spot. One more shot and it's down. There it goes. So Axis OP basically just threw away both of his tanks.
A Centaur ACAC tank has been destroyed.
Pop hold the line in a panic. Don't think this ability really works, right? But it's his own fault, you know, if you're going to be using a Centaur. Oh yeah, now it's going to work the squad trying to come into enemy territory. Friendly territory in the British case. Quite terrifying. But yeah, it's his own fault. You know, if you're going to be using Centaur, I mean, especially pre-speed buff in this next patch, you got to have your anti-tank gun right next to it. And he didn't. His tank was here. His anti-tank gun was all the way over here. It's way too far away. Well, we got a Firefly with the upgrade. Commander upgrade. Don't want to sit your strug in front of these boys AT rifles. Could take engine damage here. Panzer IV trying to clear out these two machine guns. They've been camped over here basically the entire second half of this game. Almost an unassailable position here, you know. Trench facing this way, garrison facing this way. You just can't assault it with infantry, and of course no mortars for Tobis. Doesn't have tier 1. Interesting that he doesn't push in here with the Firefly. Perhaps he's worried about a repeat performance, but no mines. In fact, I don't think we've seen Tobis plant any mines so far, despite having so many pioneers. Oh, that was close. Triple cap now as well. Whoa, looks like he lost his machine gun over here. Tobis going for the fuel. There's one thing that has been quite impressive about Tobis. You know, so many times where I feel like he's been quite far behind, but his resource control has still been quite good in spite of that. P4 gets some nice hits there.
Enemy down to 75 points.
Just worry about these VPs number 1 though. Oh! Squad clumped up in light cover gets taken down really quickly. Probably should have expected that though. Probably shouldn't have had that squad in light cover. I mean, you just saw his other squads not so far away getting destroyed.
The enemy only have 50%
Oh! Did that squad die? Or did they end up retreating? I think that squad did die there.
Damned enemies trying to take a
Squad
point from us.
stormtroopers. He's deployed himself another squad. Oh, it looks like he tried to deploy them in this building and that's occupied, so they come in from the
The Cherries are down to their last 25 points.
from the off map. This one's about to get capped, but 20 VPs left. Not much room to breathe. Got 2 squads in the middle, so he's not really going to be able to cap that too effectively. It's going to have to be this one over here.
Now capture point. They're trying to take it.
Strug takes heavy damage. Oh, second tulip rocket misses. Strug looks like it's going to escape, but heavily wounded. Going to be unable to support. Gets it neutralized here. These 2 squads too busy. Not really focusing on the goal, which should be stopping the VP cap. Too focused on trying to fight. Uh-oh, crocodile.
Enemy causing trouble, trying to take one of our points.
So that's coming straight to the front lines, even though there's a squad here in his path.
Supply is looking a bit squiffy. Line's been cut.
Squad gets forced away. Crocodile getting very bold,
Enemy threatening a capture
rolling
point.
straight down the center of the map. Bit slow in support with his anti-tank though. Crocodile could get itself in some trouble here. Strug
200 points remaining.
Vet 2. Good rate of fire. Target weak point. Misses its first shot though. Oh, uses target weak point there. Taking a decent chunk of damage.
Enemy cut the supply line.
Firefly now coming in, but as I said, quite late. Tulip rockets though. Finish the job on the Strug. Second Strug nearly completed. Panzer IV took the second tulip rocket, went through the Strug wreck. What side is it going to come in from? From this side. That's a good side. Both these are facing the incorrect direction to deal with that. Panzer IV being double repaired. Survives one more shot. There goes the crocodile. Can the Strug take out the Firefly now? Comes down to whether he will land his hits. He needs one more hit to land. And he gets it abandoned. There's a squad on here capping though. Destroys it. Anti-tank gun moves up. Will that kill it? Yes, it will kill it. It's taken it's taken 400 damage so far, so one anti-tank gun shot would have killed the Strug there. It's a squad in there to stall the cap for a split second, but I don't know if it's enough. 12 VPs left.
They only have 10 points left.
Oh, but he could have what's a breakthrough? Is that what it does? Or break supply line? No, it must be breakthrough, right? At least your vehicles cap points rapidly.
Point is being overrun.
Surely that's his only hope. Or can he get them neutralized normally? 4, 3. Okay, I thought he would drain out before this, but somehow survives. Uses the sprint here for some reason. It's not like the USF anti-tank gun. It's not gonna give you extra penetration.
Trying to take a point from us.
These 2 squads fail to make it to the left-hand VP. Oh, bundle grenade. Oh, and that's a wipe.
The squad's gone.
Throws some artillery flares there. God, I mean, I thought this game was sewing up. But Axis OP threw away a few of his tanks, and look how it ended up. Calling himself in a Cromwell now. Perhaps he's complaining about losing his squad to that bundle grenade. You know, I sometimes find it hard to dodge grenades even when I'm like paying attention. I'll move, but then the delay means that I'm unable to dodge.
There's a rather splendid Cromwell ready to go. Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
Loses machine guns, too busy typing.
Not anymore.
Not paying attention to the game, but here comes the Cromwell. Up against the Vet 2 Panzer IV, and what is that?
Supply line's been cut.
How did it land a shot at that range while on the move? That is... I'm lost. I just don't understand how that could even happen. It's for taking a few hits from the anti-tank gun. Looks like Stubb wants to come in for a flank here. Yes, it's very hard to cap these points outside the base. They're often covered by base MGs. So, kind of silly. Because this could, you know, in some situations this could be like quite a nice cutoff to go for, but you just can't. Base MGs just cover them. Oh, he's complaining about this one. I think he's complaining about that. And I mean, I talked about it, you know, his other two Tommies, he knew the tank was in the area. Standing in light cover against explosives is just a terrible idea. It is unlucky, but it's not unexpected. It's quite a common occurrence in the game. Second Panzer IV to help clear out the remaining infantry. Need to keep the pressure on the fuel so Axis OP can't afford another tank. Panzer IV should be able to fight this one head on. Once again, it looks like Axis OP trying to branch out, trying to do too much at once, not properly supporting his anti-tank gun, gets caught out of position and dies, and there you go. What a back and forth game. Tobis got off to a pretty strong start with his Pioneer strategy. you know, he kind of threw the 222 away, but I think it got enough work done for its cost. He still got to medium tanks quite quickly, but XOP had a strong lead. I mean, he had a lot. I think he had like 3 LMG, double LMG, 5-man sections. Centaur, AEC at one point, huge lead, and just threw it away piece by piece. His AEC over here trying to go for the flank. Centaur over here completely unsupported. That was the turning point. And then of course the Crocodile rolling into base instead of just trying to play the VPs. I mean, there's like 20 VPs left or something at that point. Very reckless play. You know, when fighting in your opponent's base, you got to be careful because you never know when an anti-tank gun could roll onto the field, or in this case a Stug, and put your push out of commission. Well, I'll wrap on that, guys. If you'd like your game to be cast by me, details in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.